Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Right, I have a gorgeous pair of, well not a pair, a single bootie here at the moment to show you. This is one of my own patterns and absolutely love it. I love everything. Anything, I just absolutely obsessed with children's baby shoes. These are made in two colours. I've used a beige and a denim blue. Now of course I've stayed away from the pinks this time, and just to show you that the booties can also be made for boys and for little girls. This is 0 to 3 months, measuring a 9.5 sole. What you will need is DK yarn, lightweight yarn for these little cuties, and 2 colours of your choice. And they're really easy to do. It consists of front and back post half double crochets, single crochets, half double crochets, and double crochet decreases. If you're not sure how to do any of those stitches, please do practice those and then come back to this tutorial. I will show you as slow as I can, but I do get a lot of comments still. I don't know, I'm not sure where ladies know where to slow down the videos if it's still a bit too fast. I think it's in the options menu, I think the little wheel, and if you click playback you can slow down the speed from there. You can also add subtitles if you're having any difficulties. Right, the materials you will need are your 2 colours, in my case denim blue and beige. Both the left shoe and the right shoe are exactly the same. 3.5mm crochet hook. Now this is for 0 to 3. If you want to make 3 to 6 exactly the same pattern, try it with a 4.5. Okay. My patterns usually can increase to 3 to 6. Anything beyond that, then we need to change the stitches. But once I get to that, then I'll come back to that one for you. I've got 2 needles here. You don't necessarily need to have 2. I use this one just to pull the chain through the top. I didn't want my yarn to split, so it's a slightly more stubbier end. Either one will do really. If you've got that one, that's probably more better. And of course some scissors. Right, let's begin. The first thing you need to do is make the sole, and we will do this in denim blue. Okay, so do a slip knot how you do your slip knot. This is how I do mine. I grab the yarn, pop it over my 2 fingers, keep it to the back, put my hook under, and then grab that loop and then pull both of these. And that's my slip knot. Okay, let's begin. Chain 9. Okay, the first thing you want to do is, I'll just grab my notes, 2 half double crochets into the 3rd chain. So you don't count that one, that's 1, that's 2, and go to the 3rd chain. These 2 chains that we are skipping are going to class as a half double crochet. So yarn over, go into the 3rd chain, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through all 3. That's your half double crochet. Into the same stitch, do another one. So yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through the 3. So there's 2 half double crochets and a chain 2, but technically we're going to class that as 3 stitches. You want to work along the chain 5 half double crochets. Okay, you will have 1 stitch remaining, and into that one last chain, pop it in 6 half double crochets into the same chain. There we go, 6 half double crochets. Working along the other side of the chain now, and yarn over, go into there and pop in your first half double crochet, and we need 5 in total. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. You want to find this little V here because I don't want to stretch that hole. If you just put your hook through, you can see these 2 strands. Go into there and do 3 half double crochets. By doing that, what happens is you're not going into that hole and making it bigger. It just runs and kind of covers it at the same time. That's why I prefer to go into that little space. Right, 3 half double crochets, find your chain 2 and slip stitch to the top of the chain 2. Okay, we can snip this little bit off here now. Oh, sorry for the little wobble. Okay, that's round 1 and you have 22 stitches. Chain 2 and into the same, sorry, chain 3 and into the same place where you've just slip stitched, do a double crochet. To do the double crochet, yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that will class as 2 double crochets in the one space. We need to do 2 more sets. So go to your next stitch, which is here, and do 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. Go to the next one and 2 double crochets. So you have 2, 2 and 2 for the first 3 stitches, sorry. 5 double crochets along the side. And into the next 6 stitches, you want to do 2 double crochets in each one. It will be a total of 12. So that's 1 set. 2 double crochets into the next one. That's 2 sets. 3 sets. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 more 6. Five half double crochets now across the other side of the shoe. And you will have 3 chains remaining, and you want to do 2 double crochets in each one. And you want to slip stitch onto top of the chain 3, 1, 2 and 3 right there. Okay, so that's your sole done. This should measure anything between 9 centimeters and 9.5. I know mine does, so I can't find my measuring tape still. The reason why I'm just stopping here for a second, now that's whenever you're making a shoe, if the sole is the size that you need it to be, you can carry on with the rest of the pattern. Obviously, if you've got a really tight tension and this turns at 8 centimeters for whatever reason, then you know your shoe's going to be too small. So I've used a 3.5mm crochet hook with a lightweight yarn, DK yarn, and if my tension was really loose and this came up to 10, which it shouldn't, but if it did, you know that you need to drop down a hook, a half a hook to 3mm. If even with a 3.5mm, it's very small, it's still coming at 8.5, go up to 4mm. So once you've got your sole right, the rest of the shoe will fit no matter what. So it all depends on this. Different people, I mean, you may want to use a 4 yarn for this rather than a 3, and if that's the case, then, you know, if you did it with a 3.5mm, it'd probably end up being about 9.5 or 10. You can then, you know, either make it for 3 to 6 months, or, you know, or drop down a hook to 3. So it's all experiment, but I'm just giving you an idea for any reason if your sole doesn't turn out the way it should be. Okay, so I've taken this out again because I'm going to change colour. So if you're not changing colour, just slip stitch to the top of chain 3 and carry on if you want to make the whole thing in one colour. Grab the colour that you're using, put your hook into that top of the chain 3, pull the yarn through it, and then through the one on the hook. I'm not going to cut the blue just quite yet. So make sure it's nice and secure. Just hold these two just for now so you can get a good tension on your first chain. Go back into the same place and do a single crochet. So go in, pull up a loop, pull through 2. Now you want to do single crochets all the way, the back loops only, and you should have 32. So that's 1, go to the next one, back loops only, single crochet. So there's your 2 loops. You want to use this one at the back, and you should have 32. Okay, make sure you have 32. If it isn't, then just move your stitches along and make sure you have 32. So I have 3 and I'll carry on. Let me just check. I got my numbers wrong. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32. Sorry, 34. I do apologise. Make sure there's 34 chains. Once you get to the end, you can pause me here if you haven't caught up. Otherwise, let's continue. Slip stitch to the first single crochet. Actually, we are going to use the blue again. You can either cut it, if you're not comfortable with your yarns, just cut it. We can just add it onto the top. Okay, saves your wool getting. I didn't cut it on that one, but cut the yarn, but I'll just do it for this one. So chain, and then we're here. As you can see, we're a little bit to this side. I like to move a 1 across. So just put your hook into the next one and slip stitch across, and that's more central. Okay, chain 1. You want to do 9 half double crochets. So starting with this one here, go in, pull up a loop, pull through all 3. That's 1. Go to the next one, pull up a loop, pull through all 3. That's 2 half double crochets. You want 9 in total. Okay, once you have your 9 half double crochets, we're going to do 8 sets of 2 double crochets decreases. So you can, I mean, some people call them 2 double crochets together. Some people call it a double crochet decrease. So the way you do this is yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 and keep it there. Yarn over again, go to the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, You have 3 loops, pull through all 3. Now you can slow this bit down and have another look. That's how you do the 2 double crochets together. Next stitch, yarn over, go into the next one, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Show you again one more time. Yarn over, go to the next one, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Then pull through all 3. I have 2, we want 8 in total. You take your time. Okay, we should have 9 chain stitches remaining, and we want to place 9 half double crochets. So back to the half double crochets. So yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, pull through all 3. That's your half double crochet. Do 9 of these. Your last one may look a little bit weird, but it is there. It's because we slipped over. So you just pop your hook into the last one there. 9 half double crochets, slip stitch to the top of the first one. You should have 9 and 9, 18 plus 8. I think it's 26, but I'm just going to double check. Yes, 26. Chain 1, go back into the same space and do a half double crochet. That's your first half double crochet. We want 9 in total. Go ahead and do another 8. Oops, yarn's not playing. Make sure you have 9, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Now we want to do 4 sets of half double crochets together. So yarn over, go into the next one, pull up a loop, pull through 2, keep it there, yarn over again, go into the next one, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through all 3. We have 1, we need another 3, 4 in total. That's 2, that's 3, and that's 4. You want to do 9 half double crochets to the end of the row. And 9. Slip stitch to the top of the first half double crochet. That's what we have so far. Just put these in there, we'll deal with these later. Next row, chain 1, go into the same stitch and do a half double crochet. You want 9 in total. Now you want to do two sets of double crochet decrease. So yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, pull through 2, yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through all 3. That's 1. We need 1 more. That's 2. You should have 9 half double crochets this side. and 9. You should now be left with 20 stitches. Okay. So grab your other colour, which we cut off for the top bit. Put your hook through the top of the first half double crochet and grab, in my case, the blue. Pull it through there and then pull it through there. What you can do is cut your cream at this point. Won't be needing that. And just lay it down here and then grab the 2 shorter pieces and make a knot. 1 and 2. We'll tie these in after. Okay, we've got the other ones to do as well. Okie dokie. Right. Oops, hook's the wrong way around. Okay, so chain 1 and go into the same space that you've just slip stitched here. Join the colour and do a single crochet. And go all the way around and do 20 single crochets. And 20. Slip stitch the first single crochet. Still have 20 stitches. Okay. Now chain 2, and you want to do a front post half double crochet. So yarn over. That's where we slip stitch. That's the next chain. Just go into. Can you see this first half double crochet post here? Bit little because we've done a single crochet row, but that's fine. That's what we want to achieve. So just go into that same space where you've joined and pull behind that first one. Pull up the loop and pull through all 3. Yarn over. Now we're doing a back post. So there's our next one. Pull hook up over it and push it behind. Grab your loop, 3 loops, pull through all 3. That's a front post and this is a back post. Show you again. The front post, yarn over, go into that same space, go behind the half double crochet and at the other end, grab the loop and pull through all 3. That's your front post. And now we'll do a back post. So for front post, we're going this way. For back post, we're going that way. So the back post is push it up and over it. Okay. Next one is a front post. And when it's a front post, you go behind it. Back post, you go over it. Over it. So bring it up and then over at the top and pull it through. This is a front post and back post half double crochet, and you want to carry on and do these all the way around till you get to the end. You take your time if this is a tricky one. If for any reason you do not like the front post, back post, just do a straightforward half double crochet. I just like that it creates this little rib and a pattern at the top, but if it's a bit complicated, remember you can drop that, do exactly the same for the pattern, and just do a standalone half double crochet. There will be 20 half double crochets. And if you are doing the half double crochets, front and back post, last one will be a back post here. If for any reason it isn't, again, don't worry, because we're going to run a cord through that. You know, it doesn't have to be, you know, I don't want you to frog everything because you think you're one stitch out. Honestly, it makes no difference in the bigger picture. You can't see any errors or anything. So the first thing I'm going to do is just grab my needle and I'll show you how to weave in these ends. You've got two options now because it is the inside of the bootie. So I've left the both colours here when I changed initially. Go ahead and make a knot and another knot. Give the second one a real squeeze. Don't squeeze the first one too much because you'll warp the shoe. And the third one you can give a really good tug. I suggest for beginners, just snip it off. It's not going to get undone. Obviously, if you're intermediate and you want much more tidier work, or then I've done 2 knots anyway. That's why I'm just doing one more for these 2. Then weave in your ends, I was going to say. But you can leave them on the end. They're soft enough. They're not going to hurt the baby. Grab this one though. This one needs to be... So if you've only got the fat one, that's fine. Just use that. I normally use the thinner one, but I'll leave it for this instance because I need this one anyway. And just go in and out 3 times into the blue, and that will keep that secure. Okay, nearly there. Turn it inside out. That's the right way. Okay, what you want to do now, I'll show you very quickly how to make the cord. I used 60 chains. I think they're perfect for 0 to 3. If you want to do 70, if you want to go shorter, I like the fact that it just sort of hangs there on top of the shoe. You can make it shorter if you want, go for 50, but 60 is perfect for me. So do your slip knot and make 60 chains. I'm just going to zoom past this, but you take your time. Okay, I have 60 chains. Snip your yarn, pull your hook out. Now, first thing you want to do, this is why we needed one of these, put through the end, but make sure if it's got a wide, then you can pull the cord through it as well. How you will do this is, can you see these 2 sets of double crochets together? So that's the center. We want to keep these, that's the center, and right on top of that you probably have a front post. You want to go to the left and put your hook in, and then in and out of the stitches. It's quite easy to see if you've done front post and back post, but if you haven't, just grab each half double crochet and work it through that. So I've just come up, so I'll go down and up behind the front posts. And where you want to stop is here. And you see? There's my half double crochet here. But if you haven't done the front post, because obviously we can see this because front posts always pop out, but if you haven't done front post and back post, then just align yourself that you've got 1, 2 and 3 in the middle, 3 half double crochets. Okay, pull that through. Nearly there, guys. I know booties are a long one, so make a knot around and then just use your nail Make a little knot. Don't make it too tight. Make it close as possible, and then just use your nail and squish it right to the top. Good yank. And snip off the end. And same with the other side. If you can't do this bit, don't worry, just snip off the ends. Okie dokie. Right, just pull this cord so it's equal. Let me grab one of those little, where have I put them? Oh, here it is. And here we are. We're in the middle of summer. These are a perfect gift for babies that are due in the autumn, in the winter even. They're not particularly winter booties, but quite snug. And here we have these gorgeous shoes. That's how it would look without the tie, which is the perfect amount. Just make a little bow. I'm not the best at making bows. I'll give it a go. Never know which way it's supposed to sit. That'll do. Right guys, thank you for spending time with me again and watching this tutorial. Hope the pattern made sense to you. Like I said, DK yarn, 3.5mm for a 0 to 3. Aim for a 9 to 9.5 centimeter sole. If it's any different, change your yarn or change your hook. And if you want to make bigger, then go for a 4.5mm, and that should give you a 3 to 6 months. Okay guys, thank you for your support. Thank you everybody for all your lovely comments. Please do subscribe, like and share, and you take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next one.